Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Today is dedicated to Justin's wardrobe. I woke up this morning and after a delicious round of hot, steamy sex, Justin said, "You know what I don't like? I don't like the fact that I cannot find any of my shirts." I said, "What? Oh my days. How dare you insult my housekeeping skills? How dare you try to make me feel like I don't know how to arrange your clothes?" So today, you guys are gonna help me. We're gonna figure out where Justin's shirts are. I don't know why he had the audacity and the effrontery to say he cannot find his shirts. Who says that to his wife? Well, that is what he said to me, that he cannot find his shirts. So we're going to separate all his shirts so that he can find it. Then when he comes back and he wants to have another round of hot sex, I'm going to say, "No, go and do that to your shirts. Since you want shirts, that's what you're going to get. That's what you're going to get." How dare you say that? But really though, it might be frustrating because he has to wake up in the morning and go to work and he can't find any of his shirts. And I think the reason why is because when I do the laundry, I kind of have a tendency to just shove everything in there. And I hate to fold clothes. I mean, I don't mind washing dishes, cooking. But you see this part of housekeeping? I dread it. So we're going to be doing a question and answer session while I fold these clothes so that I can distract myself from this horrible Herculean task of folding clothes. I don't like folding clothes. It's like my bane of my existence. Growing up, we had wardrobes and my mother will make us fold our clothes and I literally will cry the entire time because I hated folding clothes. I hate it. So while we fold the clothes, I'm going to be talking to you about how I decided to become an artist. Are you here with me? If you're here with me, send me 200 stars, baby. If you want to know how I became an artist, send me 200 stars. Stars that make me twerk. If you're new to this, I am the hottest, sexiest prego on Facebook. My name is Korra Obidi. I am a singer and professional dancer all the way from the motherland, Nigeria. And right now I'm living in Los Angeles, California, where I cook, clean for my family, and make music, dance, and talk to you guys. So, how did I start music? Oh, thank you for the stars. Stars that make me dance. Woo, stars that make me dance. If you want my twerking pregnant body to twerk, all you have to do is send stars. When I see the stars, I will twerk for you. I will do what? Twerk for you. How did I become an artist? When I was little, everyone knew that this one can't stop dancing. It was like almost like a disease. Take me to church. I would dance till I'm sweating. My mom would be like, "Don't come home with me." I was that girl that would just embarrass all her friends and just dance and sing the loudest. Even if my voice wasn't the greatest, I would be like, thank you, Lord. You know that girl in church? Yeah, that was me. I was that girl. And my father knew this. Of every child he had, I was the only child who decided to take the arts in secondary school. My sister was in the science class. All my sisters and siblings were in the sciences. I was the only arts girl. I wanted to be in the arts so bad. I was the best in literature in the entire state. I literally loved to write poems, act. I was just that girl. But I only started to take it seriously when I was in the university because I would rather go to theater arts and see them doing their plays than even be in my class because I was reading business, right? So I'd rather go to theater arts to join them in their plays even when I wasn't getting any points for it. I was just doing it for the heck of it. And I would go there and do their plays with them, and the lecturer would be like, "Who is that girl?" Oh, they say, "No, she's not in our faculty. She's just doing it for fun." And the lecturer would just be like, "Wow, you should have applied to be a theater artist." And I would say, "Sir, my father wanted me to be in business. When I finished from the university, my father said, it's time for you to take up a job." It was the worst time of my life. Please send me stars. Stars will make me dance. Justin, he's the one I'm trying to fold his t-shirt so he stops complaining after SEX. How can someone right after SEX tell you, can't find any of my shirts? Who does that? And when you're married for 5 years, you know the clarity you have after SES, a hot, steamy SEX, that will remind you of things right after SEX. This video does not support SEX or violence or anything. So Facebook, please do not make my video look like it's supporting SEX. I'm not even saying the word SEX. I'm spelling it out. Okay. So my dad knew that this one was already crazy. I don't know what to do with this child, but he wanted me to take a different path. He wanted me to be a banker like him. My dad had worked in the bank for 45 years. I had a job already waiting for me. So I tried it just to please my daddy and be the apple of his eye. I decided, you know what? Let me try and do this bank thing. I tried it. The first time, that was the second time I attempted to commit suicide. I wanted to kill myself. Whoa! That was a dark, dark time. I hated it so much. I don't think I've ever hated anything. I was dying. I felt my blood was running dry. I was dying. And then my father could see I was dying, and he didn't do anything. He said I was going to get used to it, but I knew I wasn't. And that's when I was just like, you know what? I'm out of here. Deuces. So I quit. I quit my job. My father didn't talk to me. I said, okay, no problem. You still love me. I'm still your daughter. You'll survive. You'll be okay. Stars will make me dance. Stars will make me dance. Send me stars. Send me stars. Stars will make me dance. If you want me to dance, send me stars. Yeah. So for a good, how many months, my father didn't speak to me. I was like, you're fine. You don't have to speak to me. That's okay. Sometimes people don't speak to each other. But I was really hurting on the inside because, man, I love my dad so much. And the fact that he wasn't speaking to me was killing me softly. It was strumming my pain with his fingers. It was killing me. So I moved to Shanghai. In Shanghai, I wanted to taste every type of man. Now, note that I was living in Lagos. Lagos, all you see is black men. Me, I had a taste for exotic white chocolate men. White chocolate. But all I had was a black man. I had just one boyfriend. So I ended that and I moved to Shanghai to teach dance and English language. Story time, guys. Story time. Stars that make me dance. If you don't want me to sit down, if you want me to dance, then you have to send me stars. And I don't see the stars moving. They're not moving. They're just there. Oh my God, look, I'm already folding almost everything. This is what I should do anytime I'm about to fold. Just start talking to you guys and the folding will get done. So, guys, I moved to China on a mission to eat every type of man. Black, white, chocolate, Chinese, Lebanese, any type of man. I was going to taste all of them. I was adventurous. I was in my early 20s. I was so vibrantly ready to taste every single type of man. So I got to China, got my apartment, started my job. And on the weekends, I would go to town to get a little bit of taste of life. On my first weekend going out, I downloaded the app called Tinder. Some of you know Tinder, some of you don't. I hear there's OkCupid and many other nice apps to do that nowadays. But back in the day, for all the expatriates in China, Tinder was banned in China. So in order to use Tinder, you have to have a VPN. Yeah, it's illegal to have Tinder in China. So you have to download the VPN and be very sneaky about it. And then you go on Tinder like this secret app. You swipe right on people. And you just see a lot of experts because none of the locals knew about Tinder. It was more of like an international thing. Like a hookup type of site for international experts. So me, I went on Tinder as a Nigerian girl that I'm young. And I was very, very like, oh, I'm going to get me some, white chocolate. Story time, guys. Stars will make me dance. If you want me to dance, send me stars. So, right after I went on Tinder, I was having a lot of swipe lefts because, I had really nice pictures. All the men wanted a little bit of this, So I was like, ooh, it's a lot of attention. I need to sieve through all of this to remove the shaft from the grain, I need to find out who is real and who is not. Because if I'm going to be sexually active with these males, I need to be very careful. And note, I had been very conservative. I come from a very conservative background. So this was just me trying to be explorative. I swiped left on my first hookup. He was a German dude. He walked with a little bit of a limp. But I didn't care because, I don't mind a limp. I don't care about physical. For me, it's all about your vibe and your spirit. This German dude, I'm not gonna name his name because he didn't give me rights to name him. But he was nice. He lived in the city. I lived in the suburbs. By the way, Shanghai is a very beautiful city. Very beautiful. Amazing for parties. Amazing place. So he lived in the suburbs. He lived in the city. I lived in the suburbs. And he was cool. He was nice. But do you know what about this guy that was very creepy? We didn't have coitus, if you get me. Because I was really like, I don't know about this guy. I was really weary. I visited him one time and send me stars. And I visited him one time, and in the weekends, he would just disappear. Like, he would just go and then appear on Monday and say hi. And I'd be like, are you just gonna pretend like the entire weekend you didn't just disappear and like appear in the weekend? Appear like now? Like, dude, you have been AWOL since Friday and you just appear on Monday. Apparently he was like a party animal. And I'm like, okay, you could be a party animal. Like, I love to party too. But, like, why would you just disappear and then appear on Monday and say hi? Like, dude, like, who does that? Anyway, that was that about that. I was like, no, this is a really big red flag for me. Because if you want to party, it's okay. We can both party, So that ended. I went back on Tinder like, I'm not about to do this. I didn't do this in Nigeria. I'm not about to do this in Shanghai. So I swiped left on this doctor dude who didn't have any rapey vibe. He was cool. He looked like he was like a gentleman. He was cute or whatever. He was cute. I'm not gonna lie, he was really cute. And he had a little bit of a pot belly from drinking a lot of beer. So I'm like, okay, this one is not like all these gym guys. Trust me, I don't have anything against gym guys, but if you're like a gym guy, for me, it just like feels like you're gonna be a little bit conceited. Like you're gonna be about your looks and everything. And that for me, I'm very African like that. I like my man to be you know, a little bit of, I don't want a man that's going to be looking in the mirror when I'm looking in the mirror like, That's a little bit too, for me. I need you to be macho. Anyway, so all respect to gym guys, but so a little bit of a pot belly, to show that you're not too conceited and you're sweet and nice and all of that. It's good for me. So if you have a little bit of a pot belly, I'm not saying that that's supposed to be a spec, but the African girl in me is just like, I can't do a lot of like too much muscle type. It's just not my vibe. And I know a lot of women who are like me. Like you can be cute or whatever, but don't be like too ripped and like have to go to the gym every day and like that's not really my MO. Anyway, I swiped left on this dude and we met at the Jingyan station, Zongshan Park. And I came out of the the station, because in Shanghai the subway is amazing. You literally don't ever have to have a car. I had a scooter, which was an e-bike. I literally charge it like I charge my phone, and I just ride to the subway. It worked every time, and it was amazing. I had an accident on it one time. Yeah. Almost lost my head, but it was amazing. It was great. Yeah. So I swiped left on this guy, and then I saw him in the subway. Gosh, was I flabbergasted with what I saw when he came on the subway. He had this e-bike. He was so cute. He had this e-bike. And I remember from, like my memory, I always just keep the best parts of, things. My memory, if my memory serves me right, is one of the most amazing things. Yum, baby June. I love you.
Hi, Mommy.
Hey, baby Junie. Uh-oh. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you guys stayed. You didn't even dwindle. Thank you. June, say thank you. I had to go put pants on June so that she doesn't come into the live naked. Yeah, so I swiped left on this guy. Oh, thank you guys for helping me fold these clothes. I appreciate you because you're making me do it fast. I love you. Yeah, so yeah, I have a lot of clothes to fold. But you guys are gonna be with me, right? You're gonna be with me, story time, and I'm gonna tell you all my stories. Okay. So, like I was saying, awesome. So I swiped left on this guy, and then I saw him at the station, and God knows, I was flabbergasted. I was surprised at how beautiful this man was. He looked like the opposite of a catfish. Like when you see a picture of someone and they look, but then you see them in person and you're like, how are you, like, why don't you take better pictures? And it was just a huge turn on for me that he looked so bad on Tinder, but in person, he was the most beautiful man I had ever seen, right? And then on the ride to his house,